Oh, we're actually recording. I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's what happens when you hit the record button, Serge.
Yeah, right. Well, all right, guys, listeners, welcome to the nerdy phase. This week we kind of had a call on Audible. You know, Dagan can't be here for personal reasons, and we had a really good episode planned, but we really want him here for the episode. So hopefully next weekend we'll have that special episode for you planned. Just stay tuned. It's going to be about the MCU and our thoughts. State of the Union? No, state of the MCU. So
No, MC Union. Come on, you gotta
MC Union.
Yeah, I originally wanted to do this episode like the week of the State of the Union address, so we could play on words, but it's a little late for that now. We couldn't find the third person for that one, and
yeah,
we got somebody.
So
yep, but next year maybe we'll do a State of the MC Union. Maybe that'll be a yearly thing that we'll do.
It almost has to be, but I mean, we'll leave. I'll leave our just move on.
Yeah,
I don't want to ruin anything with that. So I mean, this week we don't have a little intro like we do, but we're just doing things a little bit different. He's gonna get to know us a little bit better. We've gotten a few numerous amount of emails with people asking questions, things like that. So we're gonna answer those questions, and that's what we're gonna do today, and it'll be fun. So you get to know a little bit about me, a little bit about Tom, aka Mobile Ninja. But yeah. So, Mobile
Hi,
Ninja.
I'm Serge. Welcome to the nerdy phase. It's me, Tom. Me and my host Tom, aka Mobile Ninja Gaming.
Yeah, well, we didn't get there yet.
Yeah.
So, but like always, you got me, Serge. I keep the tradition. I'm wearing a Kirby shirt. My background in real life is a mess. So if you're watching the video, this is what you get today. I actually, I'll talk about that a little bit later. But then you got Tom, Mobile Ninja. I don't think he's not really spreading managed democracy a whole lot. He's just.
Well, I couldn't last week because I had some technical difficulties. I found out one of my hard drives went bad, and I tried everything. I tested everything else on my computer before I pulled that out because, I've got a smaller case than I would like to have, so things are kind of like stuck in weird spots. I mean, they go where they're supposed to go, but I had to tear a couple extra things apart. So, check system files, did a backup, a restore, updates, did everything I could. And then eventually it's like, well, nothing works, so I guess I have to unplug my old hybrid solid state off my first computer build. So it's a little Seagate 500 hybrid solid state. It did well for a long time, so time to lay that puppy to rest. But yeah, I can play now. So I'll be back on both this Wednesday and Thursday.
Hopefully.
No, I'll be on.
What's that?
I'll be on. Yeah, no, I've got everything fixed on my side.
No, I say hopefully I'll be on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I just had someone teleport in.
What a goober. I marked the clip.
What's that?
I marked it.
Yeah, he just thinks it's cool for those who see that. But anywho, so what nerdy thing have you done this week? Obviously messing with the computer, but
well, yeah. Besides messing with the computer, so Evan and I had a Boy Scout thing where we made bottle rockets, not bottle rockets like fireworks, but I will go ahead and share my screen. Entire screen. We'll do this one. So we made rockets out of soda bottles. We 3D printed everything. I should have probably pulled another one. So after here, let's just go ahead and do. It's probably going to be shitty quality, but we won number one. Most airtime.
Most airtime. So yours flew the higher. So are you the only
state in the air? Yeah. What?
Are you the only parent that made it out of a 3D printer?
Hell yeah, brother.
Technology at its finest, right?
Oh yeah. And then the thing exploded on impact, so that's why this thing. So This fin survived, but the other 3 just sheared right off. So I ended up just ripping that one off.
Surprised no one got hit.
No, I was a little worried because that thing was pointy originally. So let's go ahead and stop sharing. So that thing was super sharp originally, and now it's just this dull point. You can still see the asphalt on it. So yeah, no, that it took some impact. If that would have hit some kid in the head, I'd be going to jail right now. I mean, manslaughter, but still going to jail.
So what about the other kids? What did they use? They used foam.
I mean, foam,
PVC
cardboard
pipes.
Yeah, it's just some basic stuff. I mean, some people had some cool designs. So I think we should have won all 3 categories. But
what were all 3 categories?
So 3 categories were 1, most airtime, 2, best design, and 3 was going to be the best crash. Well, as hard as mine hit and how much those things flew, I feel like I should have won that. But it's like, provided there's not just 3 people. So, okay, to be fair, I won my den. I don't know if I won overall, but so Evan is a tiger. No, wolf, tiger. Holy shit! What the fuck is Evan? He's a tiger. So he's a tiger scout. So between all the tiger scouts, there was more than 3 people. So if there was less than 3 people, then you could win more than one. So it started off, they got there, and then the Cub Master, he went around and he was supposed to pick his 3 favorite designs out of each one. So if one of those other 2 won, then they could just pick whoever's not there. So Evans was the first one he picked out. So technically, I think I won best design, and then, like I said, it's the most spectacular crash. Seeing that thing explode like it did, because that thing was literally a rocket. I feel like we should have won that one too, but we won most airtime. So I'm proud of him.
That's probably the best one you can win anyway. Honestly.
I mean, it's one of the the actual It's the only thing that's objective and not subjective. So I won the objective one, which is cool. So yeah, I had Evan. He helped me level the print bed. He helped me. And then after it got done printing, he took a sander and got rid of all the little imperfections off the side, and then he also glued the top, the nose cone, and the fins on. So yeah, it's not like he didn't, because they were like, "Oh, did he help you print that?" It's like, yeah, no, I made sure he did some work. And then we also talked about how gyroscopic stabilization works, and I took apart my Glock. Just got the barrel out by itself. So it's not like he was looking down a loaded barrel of a gun. He was just looking down a barrel outside of a firearm that could not fire. But, I showed him the rifling inside and explained to him, why you need the rotation of the bullet so it doesn't tumble, so it flies farther and more accurate, because that thing ours went straight up. The other ones were taken by the wind and were going all these other directions. But no, man, that thing was stable going up. It was stable going down, hit right on that nose cone. So yeah, I made sure he learned about stuff.
Right. I have a little intruder again.
Yep. But yeah, that was my nerd thing for the week.
I didn't really do much. I mean,
you talk about your new toys.
That's what I'm saying. That's really one of the biggest things. I was due for a new keyboard. I had the Black Widow Ultimate 2014 edition. So long time. Right.
Pick it up. Show the audience.
Oh, it's a little. Let's see here. Let me move my mic. But I ended up.
We lost you. You hit the mute button.
There you go.
I ended up picking up
the HyperX Elite 2.
Okay.
So, which is this guy right here. It's pretty cool.
I have the 10 key or no 10 key on it? I didn't see that.
It's got 10 key. It's a full keyboard.
Okay, full keyboard. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I actually use the 10 key. So it's something I really wanted to get on there anyway. It was one of the things. It does use its own red switches. It's like
cherry reds.
Yeah, but it's HyperX style. Now my previous one was Razer.
Mm-hmm.
They've used their own switches too. They was really clicky. I like it, but these are clicky, but they're not like loud.
So for anybody who doesn't know, a cherry. So you've got the blue keys. So mine are blue. You could probably hear it super easy. You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now hit any of your keys repeatedly.
Here, I'll go.
So yeah, you can still hear them because obviously but they're not clicking. You don't hear that audible click.
Right, and see, like I haven't. It's a little bit different for me because, I haven't exactly used a different keyboard since then. Like it's been 10 years, so so it's obviously the same. So, but yeah, so it was a nice change for me. I'm gotten used to one thing, and now I'm using something else. I like it so far. I think my biggest complaint, I didn't really realize how much I would miss it, but the Razer keyboard was out a little bit longer, so I had to rest for my wrists.
Oh yeah.
And so, yeah, I think I might have to get something like that. But
yeah, you could always just buy a third-party little doodad.
Yeah, and then I got a new mic, so you can hear me better.
Yeah,
and it's like RPGs. I know that's important, but it's got a XLR mic. That was my big thing with it. I just wanted an XLR because eventually I would like to plug this into a mixing board, and we can have fart noises like Ira and the Douche. Parks and Rec. Anybody? No. You ever watch that show?
I've only seen bits. I wish I saw more of it. That and The Office. Like I always loved watching them, but it just I never got into them.
Yeah, I love those kind of shows. We'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, so that's what I got. And then right now I just didn't have time to set it up, so I'm having to use this makeshift backdrop. But I did get a nice little backdrop, so you'll be able to see a little, a few more things. I'm gonna decorate a green screen, and I think it'll be cool, just to make it look a little bit better. So, but yeah, I mean, I took the kids to Urban Air.
Oh, nice.
The highlight for that, we played I played those Hollow the VRs there. I don't know if you've been to Urban Air, but
don't get me started. So my kids, assholes. So it's like they all the time they're like, oh, we want to play VR. We want to play VR. Well, it's not my VR. It's Johnny's VR. So I've only let him do it. Play with it a couple times. And the headset's such a pain in the ass. Like it's made for an adult head. It's the HTC Vive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got the MetaQuest too.
So like it's a good headset and everything. The problem is that the kids don't. It doesn't fit their head. So I don't want to keep adjusting it. I don't want it to fall off, so I don't really let them touch it all that much.
That's how I feel about mine.
Yeah, so we have an opportunity that the four of us can go and play a VR game together. Didn't want to have anything to do with it. None of the kids wanted to. I begged the kids to play with me. Nope, don't want to. So what I meant to do that evening was come home and start playing some VR and tell them to go F off. I'm like, well, you guys didn't want to play VR earlier, so you guys could, suck a chode.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's I've always wanted to play that one. I just never have.
So it's okay playing with the kids. I played a few of the games on there. Like they have this game where like you're in this little thing. You're like first off, it looks really cool. It really feels like you're there. And I like theirs because with the issue I have with the MetaQuest 2, I like it, but the problem is it's just super tight right here and like makes my glasses just press against my face and I get headaches very easily because it's just very uncomfortable.
Have you not looked into getting a new strap for it?
I don't. I need more than the strap because I've used the Elite strap. Because there was a guy over at Best Buy when I worked there. He demoed it. He had a demo and people can play it and he would sell it. People he would actually people would actually buy it from just demoing it. But the issue wasn't the thing. It was like I need something that's like a bigger visor for my glasses, and it just sucks. I have to, and then I just don't really play it, so I really don't care. But the I can't remember what the name of it is for the Urban Air one. Let me see here.
Oh, the specific game? because they
Well,
use
I
the
know the games,
vibes.
but
They
they
use
have
the
a
Vive,
specific.
but they use the blue Vive, which is like it's not the Vive 2. I think it's like the Vive something. It's kind of between the 1 and the 2.
Yeah, it's called like Hollow something, Hollowgate, I think.
It's probably the software that they use. I don't think that's the actual hardware.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That software is just really cool. It's the Hollowgate software, and they have like I've played a few games. I played one game called Groove Warrior, and it's kind of like a dancing type game, Beat Saber, but except you follow like circles, and it's okay. Then we played this game called I played this game called Samurai Arena, where you pretty much shoot each other. You teleport to your spots, and then you take over the spot and shoot. Very boring. And then this other game is a penguin game. Same thing. You go around, you shoot different things, and you can gain points, or you can PvP. Once again, very, very boring. I don't really like it. The only game that I really, really like on that, but the kids don't want to play it. It's called Zombite, and you legit have like these zombies coming at you. They're like it's like a virus in the game's like a virus, and robots turn into zombies, and they're like coming at you. Now that's intense.
Yeah, horde mode type stuff. Yeah, no, I saw some kids playing that. I'm like, oh man, I really want to play that. There's another one where you're on a pirate ship and you're having to cook, and I'm like, oh god, that looks super boring.
Oh yeah, I did see that one. I was like, no, I don't want to play that.
Yeah.
There's another one that's called Samurai, where like samurai attack you, but once again, the kids don't like that. They get scared.
Yeah.
So, but it's whatever. But that's all I really did. It wasn't anything exciting. So I haven't really watched anything new or anything like that.
Have you gotten down on any of the Fallout yet?
I have not. Hold on a second. Can you mark this?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And so okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, so yeah, I haven't really I don't have Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, shit. I keep forgetting that you don't have Prime. Okay.
But it's kind of neat because my wife is like, okay. She's like, babe, she's like, I want to watch Fallout. I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, what can we give up? What streaming service can we give up to get this? And I'm like,
just do like the 7-day free trial or something, and then delete it after you're done binging.
We don't have time to binge. That's the issue.
Yeah.
So, but she there's other stuff she wants to watch too. So she's interested in The Boys. So that's a plus.
The Boys. Then you've also got what's the cartoon?
Invincible.
Yeah, Invincible. Then there's also Gen V, which is based off The Boys. Yeah, there's good content. Also, have you ever gotten down on what's the space one? They've got based off a book series. Hold on.
But yeah, we're thinking about canceling Hulu because with Disney Plus now they're making the complete merge into Hulu as well. The Expanse. If it wasn't for was it?
The Expanse is another one.
Oh yeah. Okay, that looked interesting.
Yeah, it was originally on Sci-Fi for the first two seasons. Sci-Fi was going to drop it, but a lot of people were watching on Amazon at that point in time. So they were able to convince Bezos to go ahead and start funding that one. And yeah, the book series, though, is a must. Oh, my God, what a great book series. They do. It's very realistic, big quotation marks on that, obviously. But in terms of they work on, it's not like they've got, gravity stuff like on board ship. Your gravity is acceleration. So if you want to go from point A to point B, then you need to be accelerating at whatever at 1G. If you want to slow down, you need to turn around and you need to, accelerate the other direction at 1G, which is decelerate technically because it's all relative. But if you want to go faster than let's say 5Gs, then you need to be inside of a special seat and getting pumped with some stuff so you don't accidentally get stroked out. So that's all that stuff. They literally kill people on ships by just hitting the burners, and then people just fly on the other side of the ship and die.
Interesting.
They do a really good job about pressurization of capsules and everything. It's obviously there is the sci-fi portion of it because we don't have the what they call the Epstein drive, which it's just a special rocket drive that allows them to continuously accelerate without what?
Doesn't Amazon also? Sorry, go ahead, finish.
No, that's about it. But it's a great one, like both for the story and more importantly the universe. I think the universe really makes the show.
That sounds interesting. I think I've heard about that, and I want to watch it.
The Expanse,
but doesn't Amazon also have that show Upload, or is that Apple TV?
No, that's Amazon. That's a good one.
Yeah, we've been wanting to watch that too. Because we're just gonna cancel our Hulu. First off, really the only thing on Hulu that we really watch is American Horror Story Delicate right now, and I mean the only thing I've been watching is Dragon Ball Z Kai. But for the most part, most of the stuff on Hulu is on Disney Plus now. So if you have Disney Plus, you're getting Hulu as well included. It's even in their interface.
Yeah. So
it's only a matter. If it wasn't for the other companies that had a piece in Hulu, Disney would probably demolish Hulu.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny, things like this, like the immense buying power Disney has, just makes you think about like, wow, American Horror Story, that's Disney now.
Yeah.
So because it's FX, FX has the rights to it, and Disney owns FX. So when Disney bought Fox, they ended up getting, I think, like almost over half of the power of Hulu. So they were able to take away all their stuff on Hulu. So I think it was a few other companies that owned it, but anyways.
Yeah. But I that's the nice thing about streaming services though, is that you can cancel at any time, so watch the shows, binge the shows that you want to watch, and then switch over to something else, cancel that subscription, move on to the next one.
So, but yeah, I get it.
But yeah, no, I guess does that bring us to nerd news?
Oh yeah, nerd news. There's not a whole lot that went on, but decent enough news. O.J. Simpson died.
I know, right? I'm so sad that not Tom McDonald.
We'll never know the answer to the question.
Oh, we know. Oh my god!
No, he was
McDonald. What's his first? Mark no. McDonald, O.J. Joe. Norm Macdonald. I'm so sad that Norm Macdonald isn't alive for this one, because oh my god, the jokes he would be putting on. Have you ever? First of all, do you know who Norm Macdonald is?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, just look him up real quick here. In fact, I'm just going to do this for anybody who doesn't. Fuck, wrong one. That one. Yeah, so Norm Macdonald, SNL, he's been on a lot of stuff with Billy Madison. Oh my god, why can I not think of names?
I know who he is. So he's a C. Yeah, he was in Billy Madison, Jack and Jill.
Yeah. Why can I not? He was in a lot of what? Billy Madison. What's the actor's name?
Adam Sandler.
He's a lot of Adam Sandler stuff. He was also in The Orville as the green blob guy. In fact, he did a show on Comedy Central where he was the voice of a bird with like a dove or something, or a pigeon. He was the voice of a pigeon on the Mike Tyson cartoon show. But yeah, no, he's a comic
Dirty
genius.
Work
But
is where I know him from. That's when I first watched him.
Yeah.
And as a kid.
You need to, just whenever you get a moment, just go through and watch all of his old SNL OJ Simpson jokes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then you'll understand why I'm saying I'm so sad he's gone right now. Because he died, was it last year or the year before? Rip.
3 years ago, actually.
3 years ago. Oh God, time flies when you're hating life.
So, and then the other thing, I don't know how true or accurate this is. I just found it an interesting article. That you know, it was probably more clickbait, but still, I can see it. The study, there's someone who did saying that they found a Mario Kart setup from all 700,003 or 700,003 560 possible combos in the game. So
well, but the article though didn't even give us it gave us oh these are like one stat, and they went from top to bottom, and they didn't even tell they didn't show all the stats. They didn't show who it was. I mean, you could literally just go on YouTube and look at the meta. Last I checked, I thought the meta was I think it was literally Mario with base stats. I think. Of course, that was like a year and a half ago that I saw that, but that was the last one that I saw.
When I got into the game, the meta was acceleration.
Mm-hmm.
So the meta was pretty much try to get as much acceleration as you can. So I stuck to that. And honestly, when I play online, I do really, really well with that setup. Still, I play it to this day. So
I always like to do a heavier character with high top speed.
Yeah, that's a popular build, but the issue that I've run into that, so you can gain top speed, but let's say the moment you drift off course or fall, whatever like that,
mm-hmm.
to get back to the top speed is where you lose momentum. Or with acceleration, I may not get top speed, but anytime I slow down, I gain that momentum quicker and faster.
Well, and that's why if you drift and stuff, you're going to be getting a boost anyway. It's not that hard to boost. I mean, that's my theology, at least on why what I do.
I like acceleration and handling, so I can hit those corners harder with the drift.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my thing on Mario Kart. But I just wish they would do a Mario Kart 9. I mean, it's kind of crazy. The Mario Kart 8 is it's honestly the best-selling racing game of all time, which is weird.
Yep.
But instead of releasing Mario Kart 9, they just released DLC for it, which, I mean, all the DLC is out already for it. It was really solid stuff. I enjoyed it. But it wasn't Mario Kart 9. So.
Yeah.
I mean, but what more can they do? I feel like the game's almost at its peak, so, but.
Yeah, exactly.
It's whatever. So.
And if you pay for the yearly stuff, I think they finally released the last of the tracks, just a couple months ago.
All right, for sure. They did.
Let's see. Next up, Game of Thrones. Jon Snow spinoff.
Yeah, I was going to say. Were you a big Game of Thrones fan?
I was such a Game of Thrones fan until the final season. I could even deal with the previous seasons on that, but God damn it. God, they just need to axe it, and they just need to hey guys, we realize this sucked, and we're just going to redo the last couple seasons. I feel the same way about Star Wars. You know what? Just own the fact that you fucked up, and give us something better. Give us what we deserve.
Right. So really, I thought the final season, I think the first few episodes were decent, leading up to the Night King fight, which needed to happen. But how that fight ended was stupid.
Yeah.
It
was so quick. I mean, I'm even okay
Arya just comes
with
out of nowhere. Sorry, spoilers.
A little, but a few years. It's okay at this point. Don't get me wrong. Totally okay. That, I think she killed him in a badass way. I just wanted to see more of the Night King. I wanted to see them get farther south. For one. I wanted to see everybody joining together and fighting, and then just backstab each other afterwards. So there's that. Let's see. I mean, the fact that they had all this character development where, Jaime was gonna get rid of what's her face, his sister. Oh my god, I can't even remember. Cersei? Not Cersei. Cersei?
Cersei was Jaime.
Jaime's sister.
Cersei, yeah.
So, okay, I was right. Cersei. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the fact that they ended up dying together all lovingly, I'm like, oh, come on, like you were getting so far. So you got that, like, and then
I was gonna say that, and then the last few episodes were just riddled with production issues too.
Oh yeah.
The Starbucks cup.
Yeah, I mean,
you could just see them playing.
It's funny. I appreciate small little fuck ups like that, but yeah.
It's just fine. So, I think that the Jon Snow spinoff. Well, I mean, it's not canceled. It's been shelved. So, in other words, they don't know what they're gonna. It just tells me that they don't know what they're gonna do with it, what direction they wanted to go, but we're still thinking about it.
Yeah.
So
I would like to see it, but at the same time, like that in the end, I mean, as soon as the Unsullied left, they could have like, oh well, Unsullied's gone. All right, Jon Snow, let's come up and let's just build our army up a little bit, and then we're good to go. So if the Unsullied comes back, okay, well, it's not like they could reproduce.
And then the other big piece of news that I like, they released an official story trailer for Star Wars Outlaws.
Yep.
I'm concerned. Be honest with you, I'm not sure how I feel.
I'm not concerned the fact that it's another Ubisoft game. Like, I'm totally fine with going from tower to tower to unlock the area to be able to see. I'm
fine with that.
Yeah, I'm totally cool. I feel like the story is going to bomb.
I just don't. Right off the bat, I just didn't feel attached to that character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was hoping for, like, you're playing like an actual like a good outlaw. Like, you can, like they should let you be a Mandalorian or something like that. But
yeah, give you a little more character. I feel like they're gonna marry Sewer as always. Which, going back to Fallout, that's one of the great things about Fallout is they didn't marry Sewer. She is not a perfect individual. There's 3 main characters, but I would say the main character is Lucy from the Vault, and they do a really good job about. Yeah, Fallout show.
Yeah, I got really good reviews though.
A normal, everyday Vault dweller who came out, who doesn't know anything, who's overly trusting, gets screwed over time and time and time again. Because usually on new shows, you like, oh yeah, I am woman, hear me roar, and I'm going to kick the shit out of everybody, and nobody can hurt me, But no, she gets the shit beat out of her. She gets herself some bad situations, and she's learning. They do character development, and it's beautiful.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I'm worried about on that. Let's see, Instagram footage, Batman Beyond.
Now, it's kind of cool that was that
the Batman Beyond. Was that just something they released, or are they actually going towards it?
No, that's just something released. It was like something that I thought would be cool. Okay. It's just footage from a Batman Beyond movie that was pitched by the guys who did Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but so for listeners, it's not an actual show coming out, but is worth the watch. And man,
I thought it was really cool what if they did something like that, because I don't know if you ever watched Batman Beyond, but Batman Beyond was really cool. I liked it a lot, honestly. So,
and there's a lot of great shows that they put at the sideline. So Batman Beyond, there's a lot of stuff they could have been they could be doing that with that right now. The other thing, don't get me wrong, I like Teen Titans Go. It's fun, but just Teen Titans, the TV show, like the original cartoon, it was dark. It was good, dark, gritty. I mean, he still has some comic relief and some fun because it was a kid show, but it was a good teenager show. I don't think they have a lot of good. Yeah, Slade. Yeah, I don't think they've got a lot of good teenager shows, and I feel like any teenager show nowadays just something overly degenerate and no story, and it's not teaching anything to the kids. Where you've got shows like Teen Titans, where you've got a bunch of teens with a lot of responsibility. They have the weight of the responsibility on top of them. They make their good and bad decisions. So I think they need to bring back Batman Beyond at some point in time.
Then the Joker, they released a trailer for the sequel.
I really like the first one. I'm excited for the second one. I don't know anything about it, but I'm excited for it.
They say the second one's supposed to be a musical.
Oh.
So I'm not sure. I didn't get hints from that and that, but they say the second one's a musical.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know either. So
I feel like it's going to ruin the tone from the first movie, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And then, of course, Digimon, animation has a 25th anniversary celebration. So I think they're redoing some stuff.
Yeah, I never got into Digimon, not as much as Pokemon. I mean, I like it. I played a little bit of the games on the PlayStation. I never
we
owned
might
it, but
talk about it
some buddies
sometime.
did. Yeah,
if we can get our resident expert,
indeed.
Yeah,
we need to get Neo back on here. He hasn't responded.
So he would be one that would know a lot of that stuff. I mean, as far as Digimon, I only watched the first two. The first, I think, I don't know, two series. I don't know if they're called seasons or not, but Digimon Adventure 1 and then Digimon Adventure 2.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just went to something else, Digimon Tamers, Frontier. I didn't know there was that much Digimon until I saw that trailer. I just know the first two, and those are my favorite ones. So, but and then Keanu Reeves is going to be the voice of Shadow the Hedgehog in in the new Sonic movie.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't have a good or bad feeling about it. I like Keanu. I think he's cool. I don't think he's as I feel like he's a typecast type person. I don't think he's ever had a whole lot of he's not very dynamic, but I like him. So I'm kind of indifferent. Look, okay, cool. That's a cool cameo to have in there.
They did Idris Elba as Knuckles, and I think it worked out pretty well.
Who is it?
Idris Elba.
I don't know who that is.
If Thor, he's Heimdall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know him from enough of other shows, so
he's in a lot of stuff. He's in Takers.
Oh,
he's in the whole MCU.
Okay,
he's in The Office. So
okay, I'm more familiar with who he is now. Did the Knuckles show ever come out, or is that still coming out?
It's still coming out. I don't know if it came out yet. I have Paramount. I haven't seen it. So
April 26th. So just right around the corner.
That background noise. You probably hear the Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Yeah. So April 26th. So about a week and a half ish.
I still have to watch Sonic 2. I've never seen it. I watched the first Sonic movie and I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Good quality kids. I mean, I think just like the Mario. I mean, I know a lot of people bashed it, but no, just good quality,
I like the
funny
Mario
kid
movie
show.
better. But the Sonic had a better story, or more of a story, if that makes sense.
Agreed.
So, but I liked the Mario movie better. I thought it was visually more pleasing, and I don't know. Sonic is cool, but for whatever reason, you can't beat that mustache.
Right.
So, but I mean, as far as nerd news, that's about it. There's not really much that's gone on this week. So, but
at least nothing else that really impressed us, if nothing else.
Yeah. So, but just just to let you know, guys, tonight our episode is sponsored by. Where's my Dubby? Where are you? Oh shit! It's always down there.
Your Dubby?
I can't grab mine at the moment. But yeah, so we're sponsored by Dubby. If you're they have the hydration series and they have the energy series, coffee based. All you can drink it 0 calories, 0 sugar, no crash, no jitters. Use promo code Surge, get 10% off your next purchase.
Yeah, so I'm still swearing by the hydration packs. Again, I drink coffee in the morning, and then I do my hydration throughout the day. It's been a little hot the past couple days, so I've been drinking a little bit more of it, and I'm starting to run low, and I'm starting to get depressed because, let's face it, prices of everything else aren't going down right now, so I'm not sure if I'm going to really be able to afford another one at the moment, but I'll survive.
Yeah, so I haven't tried the hydration. I just have the regular energy ones. So, but yeah, 10% off, Surge promo code. Tell your friends, help us out. Really, all the proceeds that goes toward making our production better. So, hey, but let's get into it. So, we had a bunch of listeners really just email us questions and wanting to get to know us a little bit better because we are a new and up and coming show. I mean, for those who've been listening the whole time, thank you. This is only episode, I want to say 22. So, we only do 4 a month. If you think about it, it's not a whole lot. So, but anywho, so let's just get into it. First off, I want to, let's talk about some upcoming projects. If we have any upcoming projects coming up, anything like that. I mean, me personally, as far as the podcast goes, the really upcoming project is we're working on here in the next couple of weeks. Really pump out some Star Wars content. We really want to dedicate May to Star Wars because you got May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th. So 2 days dedicated to Star Wars, and we just every week we're gonna hit on something.
Star Wars month.
So it's gonna be Star Wars month. It's gonna be fun. I'm working on. Hopefully, I know I've been wanting to stream again. I've been out of it, so really my upcoming project is just get my green screen stuff set up, divide up my little area, make it look nerdy, and start multi-streaming. What's that? Star Wars?
Yep, Star Wars Toms. These were Star Wars Toms. limited edition of the original artwork.
Huh.
Yeah, storyboard artwork. Yeah.
So, do you have any upcoming projects, Tom?
No. I mean, other than the Star Wars stuff, just got my computer back up and running, so I'll just be streaming more video games. I'm going to tell myself one of these days here soon, I'm going to start streaming other games. Other than, I'm just going to tell everybody to F off, and I'm just going to stream my own game here soon. So,
yeah.
Because I was talking to Johnny about it earlier today. It's like, dude, like, don't get me wrong, I am loving Helldivers, but, I really, really want to play Jedi Survivor. So,
yeah,
we'll get on that here soon. But that's about it. Because of course I want to spend money on upgrading the setup and doing this and that, but it's not happening right now. So
yeah. I think right now I'm at the peak where I need to do my setup. I just I upgraded my keyboard only because of the it was time, and I just wanted a new mic.
Yeah, physically I upgraded my camera, new keyboard. If you want to do, you already had the camera for a while, but the biggest thing is going to be the mic. Just gotta wait for that boom to come in.
Yeah, and then it'll be better. And then, to just do the background so I can, make it look better. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, just think those are upcoming projects and stuff like that. So, anyways, let's see here. First question, we'll dive into the realm of video games. So, what is your favorite game?
That's a stupid question. Terrible listeners. No. It depends on what the day is. Hard to answer. I mean, I say looking back, the one game I could always go back to and have a good time. As I love playing multiplayer, either being co-op or PvP. Halo's great. Trying to think what other games. Yeah, I guess the Halo franchise is just that one game that really started everything off. So for nostalgia's sake, it's probably that.
Well,
and Zelda.
How do we?
I would say now the question is which Zelda, and I would say probably Breath of the Wild right now would have to be my favorite Zelda.
Yeah, it's really tough for me to categorize that. So, saying what is your favorite game is just a really big open-ended question.
Yeah.
Like, what do you categorize as a favorite game? Is it a game that you can go back to and play over and over and over and over again? Or is it a game that you just a game that you just think is beloved and just love and just you play through once, you beat it, but you love the game still?
Yeah.
So I mean, I have something a little bit of everything like that.
Breath of the Wild right now for me on that, I guess.
So I follow 3 game series And these game series, I will buy whole consoles for just to play the one game. I'm stupid, I know, but I just love it. Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy series, and the Persona series.
Yeah.
Right? I will buy whole consoles for that. Like the only reason why I even I had an Xbox One when it first came out. The only reason I was like, I'm gonna stay Xbox this time. I don't need Sony. Well, God forbid, all of a sudden, like a year into Sony PS4 and Xbox One, you 1 year mark, PlayStation 4 announces Persona 5. It's like, oh, son of a bitch. I was like, is this gonna be PlayStation exclusive? Yep. You know what? They released that, and I was like, you son of a bitch, I'm in. So I sold my Xbox One and got a PlayStation 4 because at the time I couldn't afford it any other way. So I sold my Xbox One, and actually I just traded across the board with someone who wanted the Xbox One, and yeah, I got Persona 5 day one. You know, that's how they got me. So, but you know, Legend of Zelda. I mean, I the only console I skipped for that was Nintendo Wii U because they didn't really release anything exclusive Zelda wise.
Yeah.
You know, I had played them all. The most exclusive thing was Breath of the Wild, but that was a launch title for the Switch, which I bought day one for. So, you know, that's how I am. But otherwise, like, if you're not counting those games, I think my favorite game really that I can go back and play over and over and over again. I have two of those. Tetris. I really get back on some Tetris, and I like Stardew Valley, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just one of those games I just love to play. So, like I said, it's a really loaded question to answer.
I'm looking through my games and seeing if there's anything else. Oh, wait a minute. I missed one. FTL.
FTL. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've got... Yeah. Let's see how many hours I've got. I've got 536 hours in that game.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was great. Like, especially back in college, you know, literally just... I could be working on a report, and I'm like, okay, I need a second. I need a second to take my brain off this. So, you know, I'd go play through, like, one sector, and then, you know, go back to my work.
Right. So, let's see. As far as games, are you an achievement person for the 100%? Or do you just want to beat the game?
I would say kind of a cross between, like, it depends on how difficult the achievements are. So if we're talking like Halo, like anything that is campaign oriented, yes, 100%. It had a blast. It was great. But then when they're like, oh, you got to get rank 7 on the 7th day of the 7th month, you know, they had some kind of 7 achievement. I'm like, no, I suck at that stuff. Or if there's like, get so many headshots in one match or what, like, no, I'm not that good of an online player. I'm not doing it. So but anything that is storyline, usually I'll do that. But then if it's something where it's like, oh, play on the hardest difficulty with, you know, by you know, carrying around nothing but a cucumber to kill everybody with, I'm like, no, that's too extreme. I don't have enough time to replay the same, you know, 30 seconds of a game over and over again because I keep dying.
So my big thing is I maximize my gameplay. Let me explain what I mean by that. So, for example, if let's say Final Fantasy 14, every area has regions. So like those type, like Assassin's Creed is another example. You go to the city, you find this tower, explore the tower, get the, you know, unlock this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything that has me complete things, I will go through and just complete the map just because I want everything on the map so I can go and get what I want. Now, going for achievements, my achievements just come as I play the game. Yeah. I don't care for them. Reason being is because I like to be different. So what's the point of getting an achievement that the whole world can get?
Yeah.
That's I don't care about that. So I just play as I go. If an achievement comes, an achievement comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't. That's how I play the game. I don't 100% it. A good example of that was Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I just played the game normally, like I do, and I ended up getting all the achievements. So I got platinum trophy.
Yeah,
that's just by playing the game. So, as far as board video games, let's see here. What's your biggest pet peeve in gaming? Like, I'll give you an example.
I mean, I could already start. I mean, anything that's AAA at this point. I mean, to be honest, I mean that's really what it is. I mean, yeah, you could have, because I think anything else is either A, I like the game, or B, I don't like the game. But honestly, all my pet peeves, at least anything that comes to mind, is anything that has to do with the industry. Yeah, you've got, I mean, again, I've already gone on the rant, but Jedi Survivor, $70 game, sucked at launch. Where you've got games like Helldivers, where I mean, I wouldn't say it sucked at launch, but they, based off their last game, only these many people were playing. Okay, so we're only going to have, what, 2,000, or is it 4,000-ish? Over less than 5,000 active players at one time. Because based on these projections, we shouldn't have that many people playing. Oh, shit, we've got a lot of people playing. Cool, I'm the CEO. I'm going to tell everybody, just wait a few days before you buy the game. Let us get these things fixed up and then buy the game. It's like, holy shit, like, you guys are fantastic. Here's all my money. That is a $40 game that should have been a $70 game because of based on just how good it was in the first place.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have a few pet peeves. Like, as far as gaming industry, I'm just tired of these new games just releasing, and then we don't get the whole game.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, well, guess what? Here's the game. But that's only part 1. 4 years later, we get part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Like 7 Remake. Like, I'm 72 hours in Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, but this is part 2, part 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why not just take the time, make all 3 games, and be like, hey, here's all 3 games, and all at once, here's disc 1, disc 2, disc 3. We spent a lot of time for this game. We're gonna charge $180 for this game. We're sorry. I'm like, okay, here's my money.
They have a fiduciary responsibility to the shareholders to make sure that they're turning a profit every single year, and we're dumb enough to keep buying them.
Right. Because at this point, really, like, honestly, like, what, Final Fantasy 7, I bought Final Fantasy 7 Remake. And then to appease the fans, they released Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core Reunion, right? And then they released Final Fantasy 7 Remake. So Remake was $60, Crisis Core was, I think, $50, and then Rebirth was $70. So now probably spend another $70 when whatever the third one comes out, whatever it's called. So, other big pet peeve is probably when I'm playing the actual game. I hate when the game just makes you do fetch quests. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind, like, okay, go collect 5 of these items and then come back and do it. Okay, cool. No, they want you to go collect 50 items of the same thing, and you have to travel across the whole world just to find the one item.
Yeah, no, those are always a pain in the ass.
It's stupid. But what is your favorite genre of video games? Yeah, favorite type of game. Favorite type of game, favorite genre, and then least favorite.
I mean, I would say, kind of just goes back to Zelda and Halo. Like, either A, I want to play a single player game with a huge open world and a fantastic story, or I want to be able to hop online with some buddies and just kill a bunch of zombies, aliens. It just that's what it is. Like, yeah, I've never been a huge fan of MOBAs, but at the same time, if the MOBA's good enough, I'll play, because usually you're able to play on because with buddies. What was it? League of Legends. I'm not a huge fan of League of Legends just because I don't like point and click movement.
Right.
It's my least favorite game style.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't even see. So if you've got another MOBA that's like a completely and totally different, play style, hell, Clash of Clans, no, Clash Royale's, a good time. This is I think I played Smite a while back with some friends, and that was fun, because I actually get to move around on a board, but I get to use dual analog and do all that stuff. So, yeah.
For me, really, my favorite type of game, I'm a big fan of as far as toss between JRPGs and strategy RPGs.
Yeah.
So strategy RPGs, they just don't make them as good as they used to. Like Ubisoft tried releasing the Mario Rabbids game. Mm-hmm. I like that type game. The combat and that stuff is really cool. The only problem is with the Mario game, the Mario Sparks of Hope, or the first one was good, but Mario Sparks of Hope, they just made it super easy. Like I can make one character wipe out almost the whole map if I really tried. But I love strategy RPG type games.
Yeah,
that's my favorite, or JRPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my least favorite type of games are the visual novel games.
Are you talking about like the Walking Dead game?
The Walking Dead game, A Wolf Among Us, those Tall Tale games, and then like those, so like the big games like Beyond Human, Heavy Rain,
mm-hmm.
Games like that. I just can't get into them. I thought they would be cool because I like a good story, but I don't want to point and click.
I mean, those games, just because they are so big, they are the story. Like, that's what it is, plain and simple. They're the story, nothing else. I don't like those. Honestly, I really liked playing the Walking Dead game. I did want to play the what the hell is the name of the Borderlands. I did want to play the Borderlands, but I wasn't like super like, oh, I have to play it. So I haven't had a whole lot of experience with them other than the first Walking Dead game. I bought all the expansions and everything. I played through it. I thought it was a fantastic story. I wouldn't be upset if more people, did those games. What was another one? There was the Minecraft one.
Oh yeah, Minecraft. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we actually that one's available on Netflix and you could play. So me and the kids, we played through most of that, and then eventually they got bored and stopped playing it because getting assholes. But
I'm just not a fan. I don't know why, but Okay, so I guess that's enough about gaming that I've gotten. Other question is, they asked if are we anime fans?
Yeah, I'm not huge, but yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it. Me personally, I'm a huge anime fan. So
yeah.
I do more than just dabble. That's what I'll watch. So to answer the question, yes, we do like anime, but it depends. Do we watch other shows besides anime? I'm like, yeah, for sure.
I just picked up Fallout 4 for $10.
Oh,
it goes off sale on the 10th. No, sorry, the 19th.
I've got
Fallout 4. It's available on. It's on sale on both Steam and Xbox. I went ahead and bought it on Xbox.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buy that stuff, listeners.
Yeah.
So other than anime, yeah, I do like to watch other TV shows. I'm a big fan of like like certain sitcoms like The Office, like Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
I also like Superstore. Superstore. Not only is it funny, it's also triggering because
triggering, relatable.
Because it's about people who work inside a Cloud9, which is essentially Walmart, and some of the things customers do, you're like, oh, okay, what the fuck? Customers really do this, and it's just like, oh my god, some of the policies, you're like, oh, I should. It's funny, but it's also very triggering.
Customers always right my ass.
So long, it's just like But yeah, I like to watch like shows like that. Like I do like to watch shows related to gaming, superheroes. So like I still have to finish it, but shows like Twisted Metal, stuff like that.
Yeah, when's season 2 coming out on that one? Oh man, that was a great one.
I'm not sure, but yeah, things like that. What about you, Tom?
So I mean, yeah, I like anime. I mean, I really enjoy it. I just don't have any good anime platforms to like binge a lot of shows that I want to watch. Because I don't have Hulu, I don't have Crunchyroll. So, yeah, no, if there's a good one, it's available. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the shit out of it and binge it. I mean, I think recently a lot of the shows I've been watching have been like video game or cartoon adaptations and whatnot. Because so of course right now there's Fallout, there's Halo. I mean, but between all of that, I ended up watching. Oh my god, not Taken. The one with Bradley Cooper. He takes some Limitless. So I watched the Limitless TV show. That was fun.
I didn't watch all that one all the way.
Yeah, it's fun. Not the greatest thing I've ever seen. Watched Suits, which Suits was pretty good, and then went downhill. But I watched all of it anyway.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I watch anything specific. It's like either A, it catches my attention, or B, it doesn't. Another show I want to get back on is The Manifest on Netflix. My wife had me watch the first episode where a plane goes missing for like 7 years and then just pops back out of nowhere. And everybody has some kind of like psychic connection to something. But it was a good show. I was just in the middle of watching Limitless, so I didn't go back and finish it. So that's another show that I've got one episode under the belt, so it's going to show up on my Netflix feed. So I'll get down on that. So no, I mean I don't have anything specific. It's just either A, it's good, or B, it's not.
Right. So I'll watch whatever. I
don't watch a lot of sitcoms. I guess that's one thing. I wish I did watch more sitcoms. Because there are some good ones out there, like The Office or Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think I only watched the first 3 seasons, and I need to, finish that up.
But see, my taste goes all over the place because I like the sitcoms, but then I like anthologies too. Like, my wife and I watch American Horror Story together.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen every season but season 6 because I'm told season 6 Roanoke sucks and I shouldn't watch it. I just never got. I want to watch it, but I just never got back to actually going to watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen every season. We're currently watching the newest season. I think it's season 11. It's called Delicate. It's pretty good so far. I like shows like that. Then we've been watching like another anthology. It's called Why Women Kill. It's only had 2 seasons, but it's really good so far. Like the first season's takes place in 3 different time eras. And then the third season just follows one particular character. So, but the thing I like anthologies. So,
yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm a fan of horror because I like American Horror Story. American Horror Story is a little bit different than your average horror movies.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of scary movies, and it's not because it used to be because I was a scared little bitch, but nowadays it's just like, oh, there's something scary, run. Of course, my biggest thing is like, wow, 99.9% of these scary movies could be solved with firearms. Just big guns. Like, just, hell, even, I think Jason and everything got shot, but, you go out and buy yourself a nice little, 50 cal Barrett. I don't care what he's able to take. He's gotta. If he doesn't have a head anymore, how the hell is he gonna do anything? Get a shotgun with some buckshot, like boom, there goes his head. Which
I don't consider slasher films horror films.
Yeah,
they're. I mean, they're in that category, but I do like a good slasher. So
yeah, I mean, I like Seven. Seven was pretty good. I liked the first 2 Saw movies. I think those were fun.
That's just torture porn.
Yeah, jerk off anything nowadays. So yeah, it's scary movies just aren't my go-to. I'd much rather watch some funny kids show than something else because I'm here to have a good time and feel good.
Which, I mean, we can transition to that favorite movie. So
Backdoor Sluts 9.
What was that?
Backdoor Sluts 9. No, joking. I think that's the one that they used in South Park when they got the wrong Lord of the Rings movie.
That's a loaded question. Once again, I don't really like any movie better than the others. For better or for worse, I am a fan of Star Wars. So
I could watch through any of the Star Wars, not any. I could watch through most of the Star Wars movies over and over again and be happy. If they're the sequel, no. I do like the Star Wars story movies. Those were good, and then of course the prequels and the originals. Spot on.
Yeah, I can get behind the prequels. I can watch Solo again. Solo wasn't too bad. Could have been better, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Rogue One, solid. I've seen that movie so many times. I think it's good.
A lot of people shout on it when it first came out, but then I think a lot of people came around and they realized, oh, damn, that's actually a good movie. Come to think about it.
Yeah, the original trilogy is good. The sequel trilogy, the first one was good.
Yeah, the first one was serviceable.
But we won't get into that at this point. We'll save that for another time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'd go. Otherwise, there's not really a whole lot of movies that I'm like, yes, I love. I have movies that like I would go like I like for the year. Like for example, was it 2022?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite movie that year was Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Hot Dog Fingers. That was great. That
was such a good movie.
God, I just want to drop acid and watch that movie.
It's on Netflix now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was my favorite movie of that year. And that's how I typically go. I pick favorite movies of the year. Like last year, my favorite movie of the year was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah.
It was such a good movie. So, didn't win the Oscar, but it was still.
They should have.
So.
Yeah, with the trash that's come out of Hollywood nowadays, like hands down, that should have won.
Now, music. Are we into music? What's our favorite band? Least favorite music? Things like that. I'm really weird when it comes to music. So it kind of transitions into like what's our weakest nerdy thing, because that's what the one question that a listener asked. To me is music. I like music, but I don't really resonate with a lot of stuff. Like I could hear a certain song over and over again. You could be like, "Who's this on the radio?" I'm like, "I have no clue, dude. That's Journey." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I know who they are. Cool."
Yeah,
but I can't pick it up from a crowd. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I like more beat style music. Like I love instrumentals. Like for example, I really like the band Galactic Empire.
Yeah.
The metal covers on the Star Wars songs are fantastic. Like Duel of Fates on the metal cover is great. So I like music like that. I like a lot of video game music. Final Fantasy said like what's the name? Nobuo Uematsu. If I pronounced that completely wrong, I am so sorry. I like his instrumentals that he does. He does like things like Distant Worlds. He was part of he's also part of a band. Was part of a band called the Black Mages. And now he transitioned. He's a part of a band called Earthbound Papas. All video game music from Final Fantasy type stuff, and I really like that. So J-pop, for whatever reason, I like J-pop, like, and very specific genre of J-pop. I like anime music,
Yeah.
like openings, but other than that, I mean, I listen to a little bit of everything minus country, but that, the ones I mentioned are what I prefer.
Yeah, don't listen to country. Listen to some bluegrass though. Gotta love you some bluegrass. But that's not country. That's bluegrass. That's a lot more blues. That's one of those. The thing about country is, if I'm going to listen to country, I'm going to listen to a guitarist. If I hear some blues riffs in the background, what they're playing, I'm going to probably listen to the rest of their song because, blue. Yeah, right. That freaking green screen bullshit going on. Yeah, because it's I mean, first and foremost, most American music is based off of blues and bluegrass. So, like, is it Kenny? Kenny Chesney. Man, he's a great guitarist. You just hear those little bluegrass or blues, riffs going on in his guitar and everything. It's like, damn, that was a good riff. But I'm listening to the specific guitar, not the rest of it. When because a lot of country music is literally the same thing over and over again. My truck died, my dog left me, my wife broke down, whatever. So
yeah.
I would say favorite bands off the top of my head, Real Big Fish, ska. They're a ska band. What's the other ska band? Somewhere in between. Hold on. God, it's fucking getting late. Brain's not working.
I do know that if I ever
Streetlight Manifesto. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay, I was gonna say if I ever want to drink whiskey and fight people and kill babies, Flogging Molly.
Oh hell yeah, Flogging Molly for the win. God, I've seen them live 3 times. I've seen Real Big Fish 5 times.
That's cool.
Trying to reconnect. Are you having issues on your side?
I don't know.
All right. Well, hopefully nothing crashes. Oh, it's gone now. Okay. So, so there's that. Really anything with brass, lots of brass. So we're talking a lot of New Orleans style brass band, some jazz, big band jazz specifically. If it's just like doo-wop jazz or whatever, it's like that's boring. That stuff's a little too hippy dippy for me. I say that, and I listen to a bunch of electronic music. Probably because I did a lot of hallucinogens back in the day. Some big band music. Youngblood Brass Band. They are a New Orleans style brass band, but their stuff's a lot poppier. One of my favorite songs they do is the cover of Umbrella. Oh man, I'm not gay, but man, if that tuba player asked me to do anything to him, I would, and I wouldn't question it. Because I'm a former tuba player myself. I would like to say a current tuba player, but I don't own a tuba because I don't have enough money. I've got a baritone, which is just a mini tuba.
Right.
But yeah, because I did, I did jazz band, marching band, concert band. I've got a couple bass guitars behind me. But yeah, no, music. And then, of course, electronic. I love me some dubstep, Skrillex back in the day, Flux Pavilion.
Yeah, I like music like that, instrumental.
Yeah, and then, I've liked my chill stuff. So you've got Toki Monster, Tycho. I listen to a lot of stuff when I'm trying to go to sleep. But yeah, no, I mean, I
like a lot of lo-fi music too when I'm trying to relax and chill.
Fantastic. Evan goes to bed to lo-fi music now.
I do a lot of like
because they've all got
lo-fi.
Yeah, they've got bunk beds, but Evan, I'll usually put on a random lo-fi station when he goes to sleep, but then the other kids are squares, so they just want to hear random, ambient noise, and that's it. Come on, listen to music. At least like feel something when you go to sleep, but whatever.
Right. But yeah.
Everything music. I love me some music. I love almost everything. I can't name like every single band, but at least I'll know who it is, and then as soon as you say the name, it's like, oh yeah, I know who that is.
That's with music. As far as musical talent, I have none, but I know all the technical aspects of stuff like this.
Yeah.
And like speakers and audio and PA, and
you'd make a good roadie.
Like, I had a conversation with my coworker today. He's like, what do you know about guitars? I'm like, what about guitars? He's like, do you know this band? I'm like, yeah, I know. I know these brands, and I know that the guitars. It's all about the type of wood the guitar is, the way the hole is shaped, because depending on whether it's like made from spruce, mahogany, or whatever type of wood, it all sounds a little bit different.
Mahogany. Fucking Dragon Ball abridged. Mahogany.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so there's one question that we can probably tie in together and maybe answer one or two more questions. But
yeah,
outside of this podcast, or outside of gaming or whatever like that, do we have any special hobbies that we do partake in, or what? So for me, I like the yo-yo. I mean, that's a hobby, right?
Yeah.
I now own 7 yo-yos. I don't have all of them here, but like I have like basic yo-yos. I have like this dollar light up one. I can make it sleep. So
yeah, that's something.
I have this like the tiny yo-yo from Duncan. I can't make this one sleep. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then I have my my metal yo-yo. It's a smaller one, but this one is easy to sleep, stuff like that. And then I do have mother yo. I have this dollar yo-yo here as well. I can't make this one sleep either. But I did change the string on it, so it responds a whole lot better. So, but then I have like 3 other yo-yos. I left them at work because I use them at work.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, we've been. What's that?
Your fidget spinners.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, we've been. It's funny because when I first started showing you yo-yo tricks, I struggled with doing certain tricks. I mean, now like walk the cradle, I can do it like almost pretty much every time. It's nice. Not a hard trick. So that's what I've been practicing. But really, if I'm not hanging out with my kids, I still game. If I'm not streaming or doing this, I still game. I love gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So, right now my jam's been Stardew Valley with the new 1.6 update. But yeah, I mean, I don't really do much. So
yeah, I mean, I do a lot of YouTube, so it always bounces between, 1 second I'll be watching something about, some physics discovery or, something in an astronomy, or I would say most of my time on YouTube is usually like news. I'm like politics is kind of my, one of my hobbies. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Dangerous hobby to get into.
Oh God, all the doomsday. Which luckily, I mean, obviously we don't know, but I kind of predicted how this whole Iran thing was going to go. They're going to strike back, and it was just like, because luckily the U.S. did something comparable a few years ago. I think Trump airstriked somebody, and then Iran was like, "Oh, we have to attack, so we're going to let you know ahead of time that we're going to attack this place. So just clear out this area. We'll attack. Our people won't revolt because we're doing something about it." And that's pretty much the same thing that happened recently. So that's cool. Yeah, so don't get me wrong, like the doomsday's there all the time, but luckily I know enough that I'm like, okay, there's a pattern here. There's nothing to be really worried about because I know it's probably going to happen. Because if you learn history, you can predict the future. For the most part. So there's that. I'm getting back into 3D printing. I need to get my second 3D printer back from my cousin, and then my third one is sitting over at Johnny's duplex, and he's over in Amsterdam, so might as well just get that back and start spending a shit ton of money on filament that I shouldn't be spending, but yeah, whatever. I like anything outdoors in general. I really enjoy taking my bicycle out to some random trails. It's not like I bike all the time. I only do it a few times a year. But when I do, it's a nice, enjoyable experience. I don't run like I used to. I used to be able to wake up and do like a 14-mile run on a Saturday morning and call it good back when I did cross country. But I'm not about that life anymore.
I'm really pale, so I don't see the sun.
I mean, I'm pale too. I don't know.
You're just ginger, so you don't tan.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm quarter Mexican. I tan pretty decent.
I tan really well, but I just don't like
yeah.
not that I'm Mexican.
But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, I mean, I like me some outdoors, do any of the scout stuff with Evan, but I mean, ultimately, most of my free time is like, all right, kids, what are you guys doing? All right, cool, let's go do your guys' thing because I'm an adult with kids, so I don't have a life.
Yeah, we have to serve our little masters.
Yeah, we do. But yeah, I mean, so I always tell people, like, I don't do it all, but I've done it all.
All right, so let's just answer one more question.
Yeah.
That we have. Do we like reading?
No.
If so, what kind of books do we like to read?
Audiobooks all day long. Reading, no.
I'm the opposite. I don't really listen to. Oh, it's kind of weird because I listen to podcasts. That's like a big audiobook, isn't it?
Yeah, to an extent, yeah.
And we do one too.
Yeah.
But I do like to read. I haven't read in a minute. Unfortunately, but I want to get back into it. Sadly, like one of the books I bought, the Final Fantasy VII remake book that I bought, like has trouble loading on my Nook, so it's kind of frustrating. I can get it to load, but it stops. But yeah, I like reading like anything that like the same hobbies I'm into. I like reading based on that. So I like reading farther expansions on like mangas. So I'll read some of that. If there's extra stories in between for Star Wars, like I read Jedi Battle Scars.
Mm-hmm.
I actually owned that book, and then I downloaded the. I bought the e-book as well.
Yeah, I was about to say where the quotation marks at. Yeah.
But yeah, I read things like that. So, I have the Harry Potter books that I would like to read because I'm told they're better than movies, and I mean, we will do an episode on that, books versus movies.
Yeah, that's actually something I actually read all the way through with the Harry Potter books. But that was back before audiobooks and everything were as big of things as they are now. That was back in high school. I've got all my Star Wars books. The Expanse was a great series. The Witcher was a great series. There's that one book series we were talking about, Stormlight. Yeah, Stormlight. I gotta start getting on those. I've just been so busy and listening to other stuff. I need to pull the trigger on that one.
Kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I love, I mean, the biggest thing is just about the story. It's the same thing with video games. Like, yeah, I can play a video game, but if it doesn't have a good story, with the exception of like, there are certain games like, World of Warships or World of Tanks or something, those are just mindless shooters and it's more about
yeah. But even like mindless shooters like Fortnite has a story. So
yeah,
I do like a good story, but at the same time too, this is why I don't like visual. Like when we talk about visual games, visual stories, I don't want to. If I'm just in there for the story, I don't want to interact with it. I either want to watch the movie or read the book. But if you really consider it, most games are interactive stories, but I don't want just a point and click type story. There's a specific genre called visual novelizations, and I don't want that. So, but I mean, other than that, I mean, fantasy books is what I like to read. Like, when we did the hard, soft magic stuff like that, that really like opened up my mind to a lot of different types of books and just makes me think about it.
Yeah.
So, I really like fantasy books, sci-fi. So it's just really hard to find good books and who's I'm not really into the whole who's the best author type of things. I just read. So like sometimes an author will write a good book and then he gets to the second one and it's not as good.
Yeah, it's about the story. As always, it's about the content. Like it doesn't matter what the even if the writing's bad, if they're at least telling a compelling story with the not so great writing, I'm still going to be a fan of it.
Yeah, like for me, a prime example is Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
I don't like J.R. Tolkien's writing style. To be honest with you, he's too detail oriented, and I don't really care about certain things that he talked about. And he just added so much detail. And it took forever for the story to actually get going.
Yeah, world building is important, but you have to learn how to build it in the story versus doing a bunch of exposition.
And that'll be like, so like, just a small tidbit, just when we own books versus movies. Like in Lord of the Rings, the movies, Frodo, in the movie, he went on his adventure right away, pretty much, in his young days. But in the books, he actually followed the footsteps of Bilbo and did not actually go adventuring until his 50th birthday. And that was a long time. I'm like, that's
news to me.
Was that?
That's news to me.
Oh, really? Yeah, it was years before he went out to go on an adventure.
What, Bilbo? Or Frodo?
Frodo.
Okay. Huh.
Frodo. Bilbo was 50 years old when he went on his first adventure.
Well, I know Bilbo was.
Frodo was as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because but that's when he got the ring, though, right? He got the ring when he was around 50.
No, he got the ring earlier, but but they didn't know what the ring was, and so Gandalf was researching it, learning it, trying to figure it out. And
I guess in retrospect, because he did have to ride, all the way to Minas Tirith and do some research and come all the way back. So, how long of a journey is it from point A to point B? How long did their journey actually take? There's probably the information out there. I never read the books, so I can't really speak to it. But because if you're running around Middle Earth and you're only on horseback, it's probably going to take a hot minute. I mean, just think how long it would take horseback. Shit. Let's find out how long.
And then as far as my preferred method on books, I prefer ebooks because let's face it, if I bought all the books I wanted, I would have a big bookshelf of books that's just going to take up space that I'll probably never go back and read again. I don't read books more than once.
It takes approximately, so if you're going about 30 miles a day across the U.S., which is about 2,500 miles, it would take about 83 days just to get from coast to coast. And that's not stopping other than to sleep.
Right. So, yeah. Sure, Middle Earth was bigger than that. I don't know.
Yeah, I would imagine. I would imagine it's, I don't know.
So, yeah, I just, but that's a small detail that they don't go into, but oh well. You said your preferred method is audiobooks, Tom?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm not into that. So, but, I mean, I think that's really all the questions. I mean, there's a few more, but, we can save those for later. So that's a little bit about us, our interests, based on the questions you sent us. So thank you. Get to know us, what we're into, things like that. So one question that no one sent out. Yes, I do like board games. I am an avid board game player, and not avid, sorry. I mean, I love board games, but that doesn't mean I play that often. I just don't have people to play with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind playing with the kids, but there's certain games I want to play with actual capable thinking adults. Because sometimes when I play certain games, I kind of have to strategize for the kids. I'm like, wait, no, do this. So I essentially end up playing for 4 people.
Yeah. Well, Evan's getting pretty good at board games. I need to find
the basic board games are good.
Well, he's playing some things he's got to think about.
So, yeah, the kids are getting good, like games like what's that game? Plankton Rising. You have to think about. They kind of understand what they know to do. But like more complex strategy games, I can't. It's just too complex for them.
I need to get Evan into chess. That's what I need to do. Like I it's not going to happen, but I would love to actually pay like a chess tutor and get him into chess. But whatever.
Yeah. My daughter, her grandma taught her how to play chess, and she keeps asking me, "Daddy, do you have chess?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I have chess." She's like, "Let's play." I'm like, "I don't know if I really want to play with you."
Just maybe do it. Here's my encouragement. Just play. You're her dad. She loves you, and she just wants to play some chess with you. Play some chess.
I'm just a no mercy kind of dad. I'm not gonna,
Yeah, put her in place. I'm not saying don't go easy on her or anything. I mean, I'm not saying going easy. Just wipe the board with her, but do it.
Yeah, but anywho, I mean, that's really all we have. I hope we answered all your questions. We hope that next week that we can do the the MCU. That's something we've been really wanting to do. So otherwise, we'll play it by ear, Tom. I mean,
yeah,
personal stuff is personal stuff. I can't blame anyone for that.
Yeah, no, but we'll be here regardless.
Mm-hmm. This episode might release a little bit late. It'll still come out Tuesday, but not Tuesday morning for your morning commute. You can listen to it Tuesday night for your evening commute / bedtime.
Yep.
No, wait, no, not bedtime. I don't want to put you to sleep.
Yeah, right. Oh God, we're that boring. Kill me now.
But yeah, it'll be available for you Tuesday. I probably should have said that in the beginning. I don't know. Sorry.
I don't know why you're telling them now. Because they're going to listen to it.
So I'll put it on the Facebook. I don't know.
Yeah, it comes out right now.
Yeah, it's out right now when you're listening to it. So, but those. I mean, I have to go get my. This week I'll get my thing set up, so I'll have my little room divider. I'll have a different place for my mic. Figured this out. I think it'll be different because the camera. When I stream, the camera is a little bit different. But I might keep the camera at this angle when I stream. But I don't know because I don't want it to block any part of my screen. So we'll see how it works. But yeah, you can find me. I did change my Twitch name. It is Lieutenant_Surge66. I do have a meaning behind it. If you played Pokemon, Lieutenant Surge.
Yeah, Lieutenant Surge, yeah.
And then the other cool thing is my nickname is Surge. And then I was in ROTC. I didn't quite make it to Lieutenant, but I could have. So, and of course where 66 is from, right?
Order 66?
Yep.
Okay.
So nerdisms all the way right there.
Oh yeah.
So that's that. You mean that my Kick is the same thing. So I will start streaming on Kick.
Yeah. How long you been saying that?
Yeah, I know. I've been super behind, really into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I just, I'm not going to stream every game. Sorry. Like there's some games I just want to personally enjoy and not just, I might stream a tidbit here or two. But there's some games I'm just like that to me. I just want to enjoy for myself and not make it a streaming possibility. If that makes sense.
You could always record yourself and then maybe go back and edit it later. Release it.
Yeah.
Give yourself the opportunity for content.
And then I've been playing Persona 3 Reloaded, but ever since my almost TikTok ban, I've kind of been hesitant on that game.
Yeah.
So because it has violence and they point guns to their head and shoot themselves. Please don't ban me, Spotify.
Me TikTok.
But yeah, I'm off that TikTok thing. So I haven't posted anything like that before. But yet they approved they liked the video where I named my character. They didn't like the part where the guy shot himself in the head in someone's Persona, but they liked the part where I named my character, and I named him Tatsumi because it's a Japanese world, okay? So I kind of gave my guy a Japanese name. I named him Tatsumi Hiroshima.
Oh, God. That's cultural appropriation.
Oh, man. But they liked it, so whatever. But yeah, Nerdy Face is available on TikTok, YouTube, and really wherever you listen to your podcasts. I do silly videos on TikTok. Just trying to gain followers. Follow me on TikTok. I would like to do live TikTok streams. That would be cool. So
yeah, come check me out on Mobile Ninja Gaming on Rumble, streaming almost every Wednesday and Thursday night, provided my computer's not shitting out on me. So I got that resolved. So I should be back up and running this week. And other than getting the car license and probably mowing the lawn, I should be able to hop on for a little bit on Friday as well. So come check me out.
Nice. You know what? I'll probably if I hop on this week, I'll be playing some Helldivers with you.
Okay.
Otherwise, I really wanna get into Overwatch 2. So
I'll do. I'm gonna try to break it down. I think one night a week I'm gonna do a solo game like Star Wars, and then the other night I'll do online with friends. So I think that's how I'm gonna start splitting it up.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. So, but anywho, listeners, Nerd Fam, I still don't know what we're going to call you. So, we'll figure it out.
Bitches.
Bitches.
Deuces, bitches. No.
It's kind of like when we're in Burgundy, you know. Yeah, don't read off the teleprompter.
Yeah.
Ever.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Look what happened to him.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, as always, guys, just stay classy, game hard, follow us, like, and subscribe.
Yep. Live long and prosper, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everyone.